We are back again, y'all. If you thought that awkward dance sequence was gonna make us stay away, boy, were you wrong.
Boy, howdy, were you wrong.
Adam, how are you doing after our very quick 10-minute break? Did you have a little snack?
I did not. I went to the restroom and I talked to RJ and that was it.
Was RJ, when you were watching this movie on the plane, the first half, was RJ watching it with you? Or like commenting?
No, he wasn't sitting next to me.
Commenting on anything? Did he watch it with you when you were at home?
He was doing stuff on the computer. It was on the screen, so he would like peek over, but no, he didn't actively really watch it.
Because he's never even like seen all the movies, right?
He's now seen all the movies.
Books?
I think it was 5 was the one he hadn't seen. So he's now technically seen all the movies. Because I think he saw 7 and 8 when they like came out, like in the theaters.
Oh, okay.
Because that was like high school.
Yeah, sure.
Still never read the books, so. And
well,
you know
now,
what? So
all
what?
he has to do is listen to the podcast.
All he has to do is listen to the pod. True.
Yeah. All right, well.
What did you do with your 10 minutes? What did you do, Ari?
I ate some little Swizzles Love Hearts. Got a little sugar rush, you know. And then I just got another drink with ice in it. And then I went down to Michael and the doggies and I was like, okay, we're done with part 1. And Michael's like, you're doing part 2 today as well? And I was like, yeah. We've always done that though. I don't think we've ever divided up. We always record the movie in one sitting.
Does he think you meant part 2, as in the second film? Since it's called part 2?
I don't think so. Because I watched, well, he was upstairs. So maybe he did think I meant that part of the movie. But I was like, we're done with the first half. So yeah, that's true. I should clarify, you know, we're getting into this. Part 1, part 2, part 2. Or no, part 1, part 1, part 2. That's what we're in.
Part 1, part 2,
part 2.
Yeah. Part 1, part 1, part 1, part 2.
Yes.
And then later on at the end of the year, we're going to do part 2, part 1, part 2, part 2.
Exactly. But yeah, I do agree with you. This has been a nice treat doing this like halfway through the book.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is great.
I was saying to my mom that I was like, oh, I have to watch this on the plane. And she was like, oh, that's the camping one, isn't it? I was like, yes, the camping one.
The camping one.
The camping one.
No one's favorite. All right, well, let's just get right into it, shall we? Here we are for part 1, part 2. Adam, what happens in the second half of this movie?
Harry, Ron, and Hermione defeat a Horcrux, and they discover the whereabouts of one of the Deathly Hallows.
Wow, spoiler, guys. Ron's coming back.
Yeah, Ron's coming back. Ron does not stay away. That would have been a massive change if they were like, and then he just doesn't come back in the
Yeah, and then he's just gone. We don't see him again until Hogwarts.
Yeah. Okay. The movies, my notes are taken a little bit different than Ari's. We all know that we take notes differently. So I might not be going over as many beats, but I have more things that I find really annoying. So those I'm sure we'll talk about for 10 minutes at a time. Okay, so this now starts. We had just left the awkward dance sequence. The next scene is Harry realizing that he did not, in fact, catch the snitch with his hand, the first snitch he ever caught.
Hello.
He caught it with his mouth. So
I don't know how that really makes that much of a difference.
He goes,
to be honest. Yeah. Adam Snitch, a.k.a. Banana.
Gives it a beautiful little kiss, and it says, I open at the close. So he takes it out to Hermione and shows her. And he's like, what do you think it means? And she's like, I I could not tell you. I
Don't
do
know
not
what
know.
to say.
I don't. Sorry. That means nothing. So we're stumped. This is interesting because this happens much later in the movie than it does in the book. Because in the book, basically as soon as Scrimger leaves, they're like, anyway, you touch this, you need to like touch it with your mouth because that's what you
Yeah.
caught it. So this is like shocking that it takes him this long to remember how he caught it. But open it to close. Okay. This is when I said some of the green screen I think actually does look really wonky in this movie. This part specifically, when they're on this like rock on this like cliffside, I think is what it's supposed to feel like. It just looks so fuzzy around them.
I need to go back and watch it. I didn't notice.
It bothered me. And then this is like, again, the friends are so tactile with each other in this movie. They are so touchy, feely. Hermione like runs her fingers through Harry's hair and says, "Don't ever let me give you a haircut again." I just find this so fascinating that this is like, this aspect of the friendship from the books versus the movies is probably the most different. That they are like,
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like when you read the books now, I'm like, are they friends? Like, there is a part of me that's like, do they like each other?
Are they? Do they like each other?
This movie, for sure, they like very much are friends. That I feel like is very clear in the movies.
Yeah.
But Harry has convinced Hermione to go to Godric's Hollow. At first, she's like, just like in the book, she's like, no, I don't think we should, but I have been thinking we probably have to, so
yeah,
let's do it.
And Harry has his little, like,
yeah. It starts to snow right at the end of the scene, and then when they get to Godric's Hollow, everything is like blanketed in snow. It's very pretty. They realize it's Christmas Eve. It's the same situation. As they're walking through, they look and they find the cemetery. He asks if they think that his parents are in there, so they go and like look around. They're not polyjuiced.
No, again, they are just Harry and Hermione.
Yeah. The book that has the most polyjuice potion has the, like, they only do it, I guess, twice in this movie.
I bet a part of that was like contractual, that they were like, no, we don't want, because they have the one polyjuice potion in the ministry and that's it. So like they are always
they technically the other polyjuice is when they all turn into Harry. But
oh yes, true. At the very beginning, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, they're just bebopping around Godric's Hollow. They're worried that people are on the lookout for Harry Potter, but are trying not to disguise him in any way. He is public enemy number 1, and he's just bebopping around, walking around Godric's Hollow, which is
I don't understand why he
the
wasn't
third
in the
biggest wizarding
cloak.
town in the country.
Why couldn't they be under the invisibility cloak together, but still be
it's
Harry
so
and
fascinating
Hermione?
because the invisibility cloak isn't even brought up in this movie, even when we talk about the Deathly Hallows later.
Yeah.
They don't even reference it. They don't even go, well, it could be yours.
Yeah. No.
They don't talk about it. It's so weird.
No.
So, okay. So Harry goes over to the grave. He finds his parents' graves. It's a very sweet moment. Hermione has also simultaneously found, just by happenstance, it feels crazier in the movie because there's so many graves, and she just happens to look over and see the
Peveril one. Yeah.
The Peveril one with the symbol. She wipes off the snow, freshly fallen snow. This scene made me, it's summer right now, it made me crave winter so bad.
I know that feeling, yes.
Please,
So right
I want to wear a coat.
Yeah.
They have this nice moment at the grave. Hermione conjures like a wreath of roses, white roses. It's very, very nice. And it's very somber. She rests her head on, again, they're very friendly in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
She rests her head on his shoulder. It's very sweet. And then I really like the camera just shifts, and then you see like a figure in the back just like standing in the middle of like the street. And then Hermione's like,
Yep. It's so scary.
she's like, somebody's watching us.
Yeah.
So they walk over, and the woman they cast, I have to find the name of this woman.
Yeah,
The woman they cast as Bathilda Bagshot. Who played this one? Played by Hazel Douglas. Hazel Douglas, I'm sure, is a sweet, kindly... Oh, she passed.
Yeah,
she passed in 2020. Or, no, she died in 2016, I'm sorry. Interesting. This post is from 2020, but... I'm sure she was lovely, have know nothing about the woman. The scariest looking old lady I've ever seen in a movie.
I know.
So scary.
I'm sure a lot of it is like the hair and makeup that they've done.
Hair and makeup go off.
The makeup specifically, yeah.
Ooh.
Spooky.
They follow her home. Harry's like, I think I know who it is, referring to Bathilda Bagshot, which obviously was referenced when Auntie Muriel was talking at the wedding. Mm-hmm. So they go to her house. Again, she's not talking. He lights the match for her and then follows her up the stairs. Hermione's like, I don't think this is a good idea.
Yeah. She's like, I don't like this. Why are we doing this?
So Hermione starts exploring the downstairs while Harry and allegedly Bathilda are upstairs.
Allegedly.
Okay. So he's like looking around. He sees this photo of Gellert Grindelwald in a frame.
Gellert.
Which is Gellert. Which, like, in retrospect is funny because, like, why does she have a framed photo of Gellert Grindelwald in her house? Like,
it's
why
her
do
nephew.
you... Oh, right. That's right. Okay, but then do you think people were keeping photos of, like, Adolf Hitler being like, well...
No. To be clear, yes, but also they won't know that. The people watching the movie would have no idea. They'll just be like, "Who is this random foot? Why?"
But even then,
no one would know that.
Even in the movies, they don't talk about Gellert. Like, they don't talk about Grindelwald or what he did. Like, it's so...
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
there's
no one would
so
know.
much that is lore dropped in this book that I understand from a movie perspective being like, that's not the plot of the film. Like, and it's not to wrap up the series. Like, she's basically laying breadcrumbs for a whole nother thing that she does end up doing later, obviously, with Fantastic Beasts. But, like, that has no bearing on the plot of this. And it's not even like... Weirdly, it's not even like, well, it didn't work for Grindelwald and it shouldn't work. Like, they don't even try to make an apples to apples comparison of being like, this didn't work before when someone tried to, like, erase muggles from existence, like, and take over. Like, it's so silly. So people just are like, oh, it's just a guy. It's a guy that he recognized from his mind. Fine. Hermione finds the book. She takes the book with her, the Rita Skeeter book. Mm-hmm. So Miss, what's her name? Who put Miranda Richardson?
Oh, Miranda Richardson that played Rita Skeeter. Yeah,
I think
they didn't ask her back.
They didn't ask her back. I think this is stock from book 4, but I'm sure she got a little check for it. For her likeness to be in the movie, so good for her.
Yeah, AI hadn't taken over at that point. So.
Correct. Yeah. Then Hermione is still exploring the basement, and simultaneously, Harry's like looking around this room. And like the way the shot is framed is like through a mirror. You see like Bathilda. First of all, you see her face start to like age really rapidly.
Yeah.
And then, like, in the mirror shot, she kind of, like, it's very fuzzy, but you can see that she's, like, retreating into her.
Yeah.
It's so gross.
Yeah.
So she becomes a lump of clothes that Nagini pops out of, and then Hermione has discovered blood on the ceiling
and,
of
like,
the room
lots
downstairs.
Of flies. Way too many flies to
Too
be
many flies.
natural.
Too many flies. They start fighting. Harry and Nagini start fighting. I don't know how you would fight a snake. I guess this is how you would fight a snake. You take a brick and you hit her over the head with it.
Yeah.
They bust through the wall, I'm assuming into the Muggle house next door?
The neighbor's house. Yes, that's what I thought as well.
Oh, by the way, they walked by Harry's house. They walked by.
Yes.
It's
we
given
see the
such a
destruction.
brief moment that it's barely noticeable. But
nothing, there's no reveal as well. It's literally just like a destroyed house.
A destroyed house that over the course of 17 years, nobody's ever bothered to fix. Or 16 years, I should say. They break through this.
In the book, there's like the little plaque. So
no plaque. Break through the wall into the Muggle house. You only distinctly know it's a Muggle house, mostly because like the furniture is different, but also there's
the lighting. Yeah, it's
electricity.
Yeah, it's so different.
Could you imagine?
It's like a nursery. It's like a baby room.
I think it's supposed to be. I'm assuming the reason they chose a nursery is because like the drawing the parallel. It's still very interesting to have her live in a townhome. I was like, I just thought she lived in a little two-story cottage.
Yeah, a little cottage would have been more on brand for her, I think, but whatever.
He beats the snake off. Hermione joins him. They
jump out the window.
They jump out the window. The snake jump scare when the snake finally like comes at the camera. Mm-hmm. I actually jumped on the couch. It was very shocking to me.
Yeah.
I did not like that. Again, I'm watching a show that has a lot of snakes, so I'm very over-snaked at the moment.
Yeah. The snakes are overstimulating you.
Mm-hmm. So that's fun. Hermione had Harry's wand. I need to point that out. She had grabbed it. Mm-hmm. And she had done like a confringo on their way out before they jumped out the window. And there was no Voldemort's coming. That was not part of the equation.
Not at all. Yeah.
Hermione, okay, now they're camping again. Hermione gets this moment where she like is talking about how she like wonders how her mom and dad are doing and is like sad and like says like because they're at the Forest of Dean and she's like, I don't know if they wouldn't even remember this forest anymore. They wouldn't even remember me. And I really liked this addition because I like that in the book, I think, because it's written from Harry's perspective, does such a piss poor job of the feeling like you understand what the characters are giving up by doing this. Yeah. And I do think the movie does this way better. Like, I think while it is shitty that Ron is like, you don't have a family, I think it's very clear in the movie more so in the books that he is like deeply concerned that he is worried about his family. Yeah. And I really like this moment with Hermione where she's like, I gave up my only tie to any family in the world. Yeah. Again, nobody has grandparents, I guess. Nobody has grandparents, it's fine. But or like any relatives, because like
I know, like an aunt or an uncle.
Because like the minute you start to be like, she obliviated them, but like, wouldn't you have to obliviate everyone she'd ever met in case they like asked her parent or like?
Yeah.
Okay. So, but I do like this moment where she gets to be sad. He asks Hermione where his wand is, and this is when she reveals not that it was broken by the spell, but that the spell rebounded, and that's what broke it.
Yeah.
Which I didn't understand.
I don't know about that. Yeah, I was like, but how you guys were literally in the air disappearing.
Yeah, I don't understand why the spell would rebound. Because what is Confringo? Is that which spell is that? What is Confringo?
Just like explosion?
It's a blast. It's the blasting curse. So I'm trying to figure out if like because she tries to confringo Nagini because Nagini is a Horcrux that's why
Protected,
she can't
maybe.
confringo it.
Yeah, that could be. I'd buy that. I'm buying
Maybe
that.
that's what they're trying to like set
Sure.
up.
Yep.
Because I don't think at this point they've even had the conversation. I don't think the audience, again, talking about the audience that didn't read the books, would know that Nagini is a Horcrux.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it's mentioned in the 6th movie. I don't even think
No.
it's mentioned in the 6th book. I only think it's in the 7th that they are like. I think
Yeah.
Nagini's the other one.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So anyway, so that's fun. Harry's wand is broken.
So love that. Love that for him.
She's like, I'm so sorry, and he's like, well, it is what it is. We have to move on. And I kind of
think
like.
I liked his response better in this.
Yeah.
Just that it was like, it's fine. Like, obviously you don't get the inner turmoil, but that's
Yeah.
just because I feel like Dan is better in these situations than
I do
actual
too.
Harry would be. Like, Dan is
I
just
do
like
too.
a genuinely nice person, so he would
Yeah.
be like, it's done. We can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
his
like
voice
how there is something very like British matter of fact about it that I think is like
better. Yeah,
true to
yeah.
true
Because
to
it
this.
doesn't. What you literally can't do any. It's already done.
There's nothing
there's
you can
nothing
do.
to be done.
That is how I felt when I was stuck on the tarmac at O'Hare for 2 hours because there was weather. I was like,
Yeah.
there's literally nothing to do. The girl in front of me,
Because
I
there
heard
was
her,
weather.
because there was weather.
weather.
Because there was weather. I heard the girl next to me in front of me tell her boyfriend, she was like, this has to be illegal what they're doing. And I was like, babe, it would be illegal if they like made,
You want to get struck by lightning?
made the
On the-
ground
on the-
crew like work in this lightning storm. Like that's
Yeah.
what's illegal, babe.
Yeah, I'm like,
That's
but
against
also,
OSHA.
you want to get off the plane and potentially get struck by lightning? Like, you're in the middle of an airplane runway right now.
People are so stupid. Anyway. So anyway, I'm just saying me and Dan have a lot in common.
Yeah. We're like basically the same. You know,
We're both really nice. We're both stand in solidarity with the trans community. Okay? Protect the dolls.
exactly. So handsome in your glasses. You've even
Thank
got dark
you.
hair right now.
I do.
Very striking eyes, both of you. Yeah. Draw your scar on, Adam. Come on. Were you ever Harry Potter for Halloween?
I was never
Did you
Harry
say-
Potter for Halloween. Was I?
Were you Malfoy? No, because they didn't have Slytherin costumes then when we were kids.
You know
It was
what? I
only
think I was
Gryffindor.
one year. I think I was, but I don't think I drew. Did I even do? I don't even
Do a
know.
scar. Yeah.
It was like toward the end of me doing Halloween costumes as like a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So I think
Yeah.
I
It
think
was
I may
kind
have
of
worked
you
because
like
like
threw it together.
by 6th grade I stopped doing them. 6th grade was
Really?
also yeah. But 6th grade was also when my nephew was born, so there was like definitely now I'm realizing that was part of me feeling like, oh, I'm like an adult now because I'm like an uncle.
Yeah, sure.
That's not how it works, but I remember being like, I'm in 6th grade, I go to a new school, I have a
Yeah.
nephew, I'm not gonna watch Disney
I have a
Channel
nephew.
anymore.
You didn't watch it at all?
No. I
Disney
stopped watching.
Channel. What did you watch then? ABC Family?
No, I would like that was when I started like mom I think had gotten from a friend for Christmas like a subscription to Entertainment Weekly, so that was when I started like reading about like actual primetime TV shows. So like
Okay.
Medium, I think Medium started around this time with Patricia Arquette, so I was watching like Medium. Like I would like tape it on VHS tapes and watch it after
Wow.
school.
Wow.
I was truly like, I'm ready to be an adult. I was not ready to be an adult, to be
At
clear, but
11. Yeah,
that's
at
how I
11.
felt. Mhm.
Wow. I was Hermione and Melinda was Ginny 1 year. I remember.
Oh, okay.
I remember because they didn't have brown spray paint, so I spray painted my hair black because like it was the closest to like
sure.
Hermione's hair color.
Sure.
I should have just left. I didn't have to spray paint my hair at all. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
okay, just be
Yeah.
the witch. That was like so silly. Yeah.
So, this is now the scene where Harry finds the sword.
Mm-hmm.
So Harry is watching camp or whatever. He's on on patrol.
Watching Paw Patrol.
He's Paw Patrol. So he sees, just like in the book, he has this like the floating orb comes out of nowhere that then turns into a doe. More on that in the next
minute.
movie.
Yeah.
It leads him to the frozen lake. He stands on the lake. Immediately, I thought of Little Women, and I was like, "Please get off the lake. You're gonna fall in."
I know.
That's how I feel about anything with a frozen lake now.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, please stop
like,
walking on ice. Thank you so much. He stands on the frozen lake. He sees, the glowing sword of Gryffindor at the bottom of the lake. He gets into the water. He takes off all of his clothes except his underwear. There's so much shirtless Dan Radcliffe in this movie. It's actually crazy.
Yeah. He was like, all right, we're going all out. Let's just do it.
I appreciate that Dan still had like the body of like a regular person. Like he's toned. I'm not saying he's like right, but it's not like he's like a superhero.
Yeah,
he's not Chris Evans.
But Ron
thank God.
as well. Ron had his moment as well when he got splinched. So.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Once compared to obviously now this is like the second time for Dan. So.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna get a third technically in this like little evil moment from the whatever.
Oh yes, and that as well. Yes.
That we will be discussing. Don't you fret. I have a full note. Okay.
Okay, great.
So yeah, he's shirtless. He gets in the water. He almost reaches to grab the sword, and then just like in the book, the like locket yanks him away and like chokes him out.
Yep.
I like the added thing that it yanks him away from the hole to the ice. So he can't get out.
Yeah.
You see, I like it also. They have like they're shooting it from under the ice, so you see like the figure walk on the ice, and then hear them jump in, and then you get a POV shot from Harry's perspective of him being pulled away from the hole. Yeah. I love this whole sequence. I was like, this is so great. It like draws out the reveal of who it is really well.
Yeah.
And I also think this is my favorite scoring in this movie. This sequence when Ron saves Harry, I think is like really beautiful scoring that I actually made a note about it. So if you can, I would go listen to that scene again because it's really pretty.
Listen to that.
So this is Harry's been saved. He puts his clothes back on, thank God. And this is now when he's telling Ron, you have to be the one to do it. Ron says he doesn't think he can. He's like, you have to. I'm going to open it with parcel tongue, and then it's going to come after you. So good luck, Judy. He opens it with parcel tongue, and I don't know what I thought it was going to look like. Because it's not really described in the book as like anything comes out of it, right? Like there's not like it's definitely not described as this big billowing smoke cloud thing.
I was trying to remember. I know there's obviously something. It's like, I think it's like two, like almost like ghostly shapes. Yeah, it's like what it says, like, doesn't it?
Yeah, it reminds me more of. I feel like this has been in. They've already done this in the movie series in like a different type of way, so I think that's why they went in a different direction. But I'm trying to think of like what. I feel like it may have been too close to like the feeling of the memories from like the pensive, like the effects that the wispiness of those. But I think that's probably why they went in the direction they did instead. Yeah, also, this is like way scarier. So it's this
very unsettling,
big billowing cloud of smoke thing that
like coming straight at him.
It's just like pure evil. Is like the best way to describe it, honestly. So one of the things that I think was added, because I don't think it's in the book from what I remember, is it sends spiders after Ron at first.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I was like, ooh! So I liked that. And then we hear like Molly be like, weren't the son I wanted or whatever, or like
he's saying
whatever.
Voldemort's
He's saying
that. Yeah,
about Molly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this is when we get evil Harry and evil Hermione.
Here we go.
I have a question.
Yeah,
I understand.
ask the question.
This looks like what it says in the book, right? They like come out, they start kissing. That all happens.
Yeah.
Why are they naked? The nakedness is crazy.
I know they were naked.
They
Why
are
was that
nude.
the choice that was made? Again, this is
do
another
not
like I'm
know.
like very risque.
It's very risque. I do think it's like supposed to be. I feel like viscerally for the audience, you are supposed to realize that like Ron thinks that they were like having sex
getting
in the woods.
It on in the woods. Yeah.
It wasn't just that they're like flirting or kissing. Like he thought they were like
rolling
fucking
around in the leaves. Yeah. Oof.
Also, this evil Harry, evil Hermione really remind me of that episode of Buffy when there's evil Willow, evil Xander. Where they like are vampires.
Yes.
It's one of the best episodes. Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
It really gave that. So I loved that for them. And also it kind of, I'm trying to remember when there's like this plasticky sheen that's like on their like skin. And
like
I
almost
feel
like
like
a Vaseline-y.
Almost like a Vaseline look. And I'm trying to remember when it was used in this movie series because I feel like I was like, oh, this looks like another scene from one of the other movies. And then I literally was like, I couldn't pull in my brain what it looked like. Kind of
when
like
the memories when you go in the Horcrux, when they're talking about the Horcrux, like the actual memory. Yeah, they're very glossy.
Glowy,
like
glossy. Yeah. That was what it most reminded me of. But I think it's crazy. And I do think they really so they really filmed this, right?
Yes, because Rupert was asked to leave because he kept laughing.
I thought he laughed. Okay, so I misunderstood. I thought he had to leave when they had the kiss. When him and Hermione in the
No, he can't leave because he's kissing her.
That's true. Right.
No, he had to leave because he was laughing at this. I remember there were two. I've seen interviews where Dan's interview on this is like, oh yeah, no, we just really went for it. It was great, blah, 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 whatever. And then Emma was like, oh my God, it was so awkward. Oh, it was horrible. Yeah. And Dan's like, yeah, she really went for it. It was fine. Like, no, it's just so funny, like hearing their different, like, retellings of what was happening for them.
I mean, it is fascinating because they are making out.
Yeah, they are necking.
Kissing.
Yeah.
It is hot and heavy over there. But of course, Ron overcomes his insecurities and destroys the Horcrux.
Yeah.
They go back to camp. He's destroyed the Horcrux. Hermione is livid. And
I know he shows up and he's like, "Hey."
She's like mad
as Hermione.
She's like mad and starts beating him up. And then I think it's funny that he like immediately is like, "Hey, I defeated a Horcrux." And then she like wheels on Harry and says, "Where's my wand, Harry Potter?"
Yeah.
He like puts it. He's like, "I don't have it. I don't know
where it is."
That whole bit, Emma's whole bit during this part is so funny. She plays it perfectly. And I think this whole next section between like Ron then trying to like get back in her good graces and her just rolling her like side-eyeing everything he does, it's played so well. This is the comedy that I'm talking about that's like, yes, this really works because there's still like tension involved. It's not just like goofy comedy for the sake of goofy comedy.
Yeah.
So loved all this. This is when I wrote this note, and Ari, if you don't agree with me, I will end we will not finish the book. Okay, I will be so mad if you.
Wow,
don't agree
no
with this.
pressure.
Why is her hair in this movie, the one where they've been camping for months, the least bushy and like most straight it's ever been.
Adam. No,
the whole movie.
The only thing I will say, I think they just gave up on the bushiness at this point. The one thing that I was going to say, the only time that her hairs looked better than this was in the second movie. They have her, she has like those ringlets like the whole time.
Yeah.
But they had more of like a fullness, at least, in that.
Yeah.
We have never gone back to the bushiness of like book or film one, first off.
Film one for sure is the most bushy she's ever been.
Oh my God.
Until she has her little headband after Harry's. Okay.
I think they just gave up. They did a little bit of it in movie 3.
But I feel like for a long time they like kept her hair wavy, which I was like,
yeah, like
fine.
more like full.
But like this movie, her hair it's not pin straight, but they definitely straightened it. Like it's definitely heated to be a straighter. And I do not understand this decision because this is the movie where you can make it curlier.
Yeah,
because she's camping.
Yeah. I mean, the answer is she was wearing a wig, but that's not a good answer either because then the wig, it's a wig. Or maybe, is it a wig for the final movie? Hold on.
Is this when she pixies?
No. Yes, Emma wore a wig in the final Harry Potter. Oh, that's part 2, though.
It drove me crazy. I kept thinking about it this whole movie, and this is when I wrote the note because I was like, I don't know if Ari's gonna bring it up in the first half of the movie, but even from the first shot when she's at home and obliviates her parents, I was like, why does your hair look like that? It really drove me crazy.
Oh my God, yeah. Her hair just looks so beautiful. Like,
yeah.
It's like when it is wavy, it's like a perfect wave.
Yeah, I agree that at no point in this series have they tried to keep with making it bushy. Like I understand that. It's just something about it now also being like the most straight it's ever been in the series that I'm like, so we just don't care.
Yeah.
Because I actually feel like as the movies have gone on,
I'm so sorry to interrupt you. Someone has literally started a Reddit thread on this exact thing. They're like, by Deathly Hallows film, it basically became flat.
Yes. It's crazy.
Not bushy at all. Yeah.
Ugh. Anyway, that was my cross to bear during this whole movie. It was just me keep asking the question why.
Yeah, it should be the most out of control in this movie specifically because they're freaking camping the whole time.
Yeah. This is the scene where Hermione's like, I want to visit Xenophilius Lovegood. I think there's a connection with this symbol that we keep seeing at all these different places. I think this is the next clue. I think this is why Dumbledore left the book to me. So, and then we get the who's all in favor, and like Ron raises his hand and
he's like, we'll vote on it.
I already mentioned it, but the bit of Hermione just being like,
yeah, I know. Yeah.
Because she's going to win, so she's like, fine, you're on my side, but she's like still annoyed about it.
I'm still mad at
funny. You. And then they get a little moment where they're going, and he's like, are you still mad at... He says, are you still mad at Ron? And she goes, I'm always mad at Ron.
Yeah. I'm always mad at him.
It's so funny. She's so funny in this movie. Okay. I have to give her flowers because people like to pay her dust. Okay? People like to say that she's a legend. Just in general, I feel like people are like, Emma Watson's a bad actress. And I just...
Oh, no. I don't
Don't
agree.
do this to my girl.
She's not a bad actress at all.
Okay, we get to Xenophilius Lovegoods. This is just a truncated version of that kind of extended couple chapters we get, but there is the horn. The horn's on the wall. It's there.
Oh, I didn't even notice it. Okay.
It's there. I saw it.
Wow.
The printing press is not printing, but I mean that makes sense because that's not the point. But This is when we get the story. First of all, we get the tea that tastes like shit, and I really like all of their like.
Yeah, they're like
all three of them have like
really good reaction.
It's so funny. Again, that's the like one beat of comedy that I need before we go back into like the seriousness of it.
I did want to say before we go into the Three Brothers story, this scene, for whatever reason, Emma could not hold it together when they were filming this scene.
Oh, really?
Like he would literally just be like, Luna, and she would like start dying laughing. She just thought he was so funny. And he's like a very good actor. But every time he would say something, she would just like start laughing that they literally had to fine her. Because, like, she just kept laughing.
She was holding up production.
Like, I'm sorry. Yeah, she was like, I'm
so
sorry.
Funny.
But, like, they were like, all right. I think what did they say? Not, like, strike, but, you know, they were like, all right, strike for Emma. She was like, ah. But she was literally, like, almost crying in the behind-the-scenes footage.
That's so funny. I think the actor who plays Xenophilius is Welsh. So I think he's just doing...
And he's
Is this just a Welsh accent?
Yeah, that's what Michael was like. I didn't know he was Welsh. Because I still have a hard time. I can tell the accent is different, but my mind doesn't automatically go, oh, a Welsh accent. Like do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you haven't figured out all the. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think because he was in Notting Hill, and he's also Alison Hightower's dad. What is?
Yeah, I remember him from Notting Hill. One of the greats. One of the great rom-coms.
I don't remember his name, though. Rhys Ifans? It's Ifans. Rhys Ifans. Rhys Ifans. Rhys Ifans.
He's good in this. It's very... I don't think it's what... Maybe when I read the book...
Yeah, he was born in Wales.
Oh, okay.
He's Welsh.
I don't think when I read the book that this is what I would have pictured, but I like his interpretation of this character a lot.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have pictured him this way either. Yeah, he's a lot younger for some reason.
He's
like,
so young,
older. Yeah.
He's kind of like the goofy version of Lucius Malfoy.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, too similar to Lucius, like visually.
So this is when we get the story of the three brothers. So Hermione reads the full story. This is the story in its entirety.
Yeah.
And as soon as it started, I was like, oh my God, this is the animated sequence. And then it started.
Yeah, it's so good.
This animated sequence is so fucking brilliant.
I know.
I have to shout out everybody who works on this and like came up with the concept and everything.
Yeah.
Because
amazing.
The visuals are so stylized and specific. And like, it's weird because so much of Harry Potter is obviously a very specific art style, and while this doesn't match everything we've seen completely, it still lives within the world in a very specific way that I think is so well done. The wispiness of like death, I think, is really interesting. The way like his cloak moves so slowly when he moves his arms, like it trails behind him. I just like... From like purely an animation standpoint, I think this is like so impressive. I like that it's almost filmed like a one shot, like a one take story. Like there's not, it's like the camera keeps panning around the story. It's like so well done. It holds because I'm sure when they read the book, they were like, what are we going to do? Are you going to... Because the other option is to do the Lord of the Rings, the third one, where you go back and you do full flashbacks of the story. But this isn't a true story, or it's a fairy tale. So, like, I love the idea of being like, well, it's a fairy tale. Make it an animated movie. Like, I loved it. I loved it. I think it's very cool. The shot
I just looked up. Sorry to interrupt you. I just looked up. Part one was animated, or just... The tale of the three brothers in part one was animated by Frame Store, directed by Ben Hibben, and supervised by Dale Newton.
Okay.
Obviously, it's inspired by Oriental shadow puppetry. I didn't know specifically Oriental, though, but now that of course it is. Like, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And yeah, obviously, it's got, like, this sepia tone.
Yeah, that like
To
yellowy.
kind of match that. Yep.
Yeah, it's so good. It's just
It really
so
is
smart.
so good.
And like the yeah, it is Oriental Shadow puppetry.
Yeah,
now
it
that I'm thinking
is.
about
Like,
it, because
no,
it's
like,
all
it so clearly is.
it's all like it's all like cut out. Like their
Yep.
their body shapes are like
Yeah.
cut. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, it says the dressing them was particularly challenging, apparently, because they wanted to make sure like the movement felt natural. Wow.
It's like natural but unnatural. Like it's like a perfect blend of like,
Yeah.
you can feel that it's like magical to some capacity.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Tale of Despero.
Oh, with the mouse?
Yeah, they did that as well.
Oh, that's the same company.
Yeah.
Oh, love. It's a very different art style than this, but yes, that's also that's also a good little movie.
Yeah. Wow. So cool.
Okay. So the whole sequence, we understand the three brother story, blah 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 blah. Okay. This is so funny. So the story finishes and Harry's like, "I'm sorry, I don't understand." So then Xenophilius walks over and then just draws. He's like, the stone, the wand, and the cloak, and then just like draws them. And I was like, that doesn't explain. Like, he said, I don't understand.
Thank you. I see that.
Thank you.
What my question was.
What are we talking about? What does this have to do with anything?
Email.
It was such a funny. I would be so annoyed if I was Harry. I would be like, I have so limited time.
Yeah.
To do all this, and I have to listen to this fucking fairy tale.
Come on now.
Okay, so, he then now's when it gets weird, and he's like, oh, your tea's gone cold. Let me go get you some more tea.
Let me go do that. Let me go.
So he goes downstairs, and immediately they're like, well, we're gonna go.
We gotta get out of here.
Ron is like, this guy's fucking crazy. We gotta go. I kind of wish they had a little bit of conversation about what they just learned to like at least mention the cloak.
Yeah, they don't,
because I'm like, they don't mention the cloak, and it drives me crazy.
At all.
It's even weirder because I do think like the Deathly Hallows. The Deathly Hallows obviously is important plot-wise, but it really ends up just feeling like a MacGuffin, like a thing you just are chasing just to chase it, as opposed to the Horcruxes, which have like a real kind of tangible. It feels like we're actually defeating Voldemort by finding those.
Right.
So I understand from the movie's point of view that they're like, it's about the Elder Wand. It's going to be about the Elder Wand. It's not going to be about anything else. So we're just going to focus on that, and it's fine. But then it's like, but then what? I don't know. It's just... Yeah. It's fine. So they go downstairs to leave, and he's like, oh, you can't leave yet. And then that's when they're like, well, you didn't make the tea. And then they're like, this is weird. And he's like, well, listen. I was supporting you. I'm not anymore because they took Luna. I'm not a fake
fan, okay? I was really invested.
They took Luna, so I'm going to turn you in. He says, at one point he says, Harry Potter, you're my only hope. And then I was like, oh, he's Princess Leia. Help me, Obi-Wan, you're my only hope. This is my favorite change in this book, or in this movie, is he says Voldemort, and then immediately you see the Death Eaters coming. Yeah. I love that, making that distinct enough that I think even people who didn't read the book would be like, oh, he said now, I guess, like, name, the
and
word.
Now they're there. Yeah.
Because it's given such a beat, because it's not explained outside of this. No. There's no true explanation as to why they were caught in London, so... Yeah,
Ron doesn't come back and reveal it.
He doesn't come back and share any of that, no. Yeah. And I don't think you have to, because I have talked about how I don't like the taboo
thing.
I don't like it, but I thought it was done well here.
I think if I'm remembering correctly, Ron says it in part 2 at one point.
Oh, really?
I think there's a point where he says that you can't say that, it's taboo, but I can't remember because obviously the Snatchers, that happens in this.
Yeah.
So I can't remember. I might be misremembering completely. And
the sequence just ends. Right. The sequence just ends with there being like shots fired. Basically, it feels like a gun shootout more than anything else. But spells fired through the home, and then they all end up apparating out together.
Yeah.
And they end up in another forest, but this time they've ended up in the middle of some Snatchers.
Yeah, just by chance. God.
Just by chance. So I thought this was like good. This chase sequence as they're running away from the Snatchers, I have distinct memories watching this in the theater. This sequence specifically, because it's so... There's no... Like, looking back at the 6 movies that have come before this, there's no chase sequences in Harry Potter. Like, that's not really a thing that happens.
No.
It happens a lot in the video games, actually, but it, like, never happens in the movies. Because Hogwarts is so, like, such a small locale that, like, they just don't ever do this. But the closest thing I guess you could say is the, like, the maze in movie 4 at the end.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's probably the closest, but I think the most fascinating part of this chase sequence is there is no scoring. It's like silent. Did you notice that?
It's them running through the forest.
It's them running and then the sound of like twigs and
the soundtrack of like the forest.
Yeah.
More impactful.
Very ominous. So they're running away from the Snatchers. They get caught. Hermione does the spell. All of this is pretty similar to what happens in the book. And then as soon as they quickly realize that Harry is Harry, or potentially Harry Potter, they're like, we're not going to take him to the Ministry. They go to Malfoy Manor. Harry has this moment as they're getting caught where he like flashes to Voldemort catching Grindelwald, and Grindelwald in his cell being like, the wand is with him. It's It's in Dumbledore's grave. He doesn't kill Grindelwald. Did you notice that? He just left.
Yeah, I just left. Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, oh, we haven't even gotten that reveal in the book yet.
No.
That Dumbledore had the wand. So I was like, oh, well, we're just...
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense because the way this movie ends has to set up that Dumbledore had the wand. Like, you can't...
Yeah. That was the storyline that they moved up in this movie. Because they were like, it has to be moved
it's
up.
The thing that's the thing they're looking... Yeah. So, Malfoy Manor's pretty much the same. Bellatrix realizes that there's the Sword of Gryffindor. There's not a conversation of like, oh, there's one. She doesn't say like how. I think she says, "How did you get this from my vault?" But there's not this like, oh, there's a fake one, there's a real one. We don't really know any of that.
No.
So it has to be explained in the next. I don't know. Maybe it's not explained in the next one at all. I don't understand.
I think they talk about her being so afraid about the sword that then and her asking about her vault, because that's what she asked Hermione about, that's what put away, that there must be something in her vault. Like that's the only thing they talk about. They're like, oh well, she was so afraid, so clearly there's something in her vault that like is really important.
Yeah, it's just weird because if she because Scrimgeour already said like it was missing.
Yeah.
But then she thought it was in her vault. Like kind of it doesn't make sense, but It's fine. The book, it makes
they
sense.
don't ever talk about the sword. They only talk about her Volt because then that's why they go to look for the other Horcrux. So you're right that like there isn't really any conversation around the sword at all.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay.
The boys get sent downstairs. This visceral abuse of Hermione is so crazy.
Yeah.
And it's like bad in the books, but the way they physicalize it in the movie of like her pinning Hermione to the ground.
Yeah.
It's so it's like the worst feeling. And like
it's like almost too much. Like, and we haven't really had anything like this in a Harry Potter movie yet either.
No,
so it's like
ever.
Ooh, yeah, you gotta like
also Emma's screams while they're like downstairs. I know
Emma's scream is like, oh my god, literally makes like your gut clench. Like her scream is, it's so sad.
So they get down there, they realize that Luna, Griphook, and Ollivander are also there in the dungeon of Malfoy Manor.
In the dungeon.
No Dean Thomas.
No Dean. Oh, this is always when I think of the actor.
I know.
I wonder if the actor was like, oh yeah, I'm going to have like a big part in this one of these final movies. And then they're just like, no. And you're like,
no. Also crazy because they were like, but we had to give Neville his one line on the Hogwarts Express.
Yeah,
like I'd be like, well, give me my whole damn scene. Neville isn't even in this half of the book. Yeah,
they really want Neville to have his arc, don't they?
His moment.
That's like a thing. Yeah.
Listen, I love Neville. Big Neville supporter here.
Yeah,
so
same.
I'm not saying anything about Neville, but I think this doesn't make sense. I don't think it makes sense in the movie. I don't think it makes sense in the book. To be quite frank, and maybe it'll be explained when we get to the second half of the book. He just pulls out the mirror that, again, the audience doesn't know what this mirror is because...
No, we didn't even know he still had this mirror with him. Adam, the last time we saw this mirror, he threw it on the ground in the forest.
Yes.
And left it there.
Correct. And he sees eyes. This time I thought the eyes looked like Sirius's eyes.
Oh,
but maybe I'm just crazy. But then I was like, maybe I'm just like overthinking it. Anyway, he sees the eyes. He says, "Help me, help us. We're in Malfoy Manor," or whatever he says. And then Dobby shows up after Griphook is taken upstairs to confirm the sword. So there's like, it's weird because the sword stuff they're still tracking the like story of the sword from the book, but it's just not explained fully.
Yeah, like
so
really
like
thoroughly. Yeah,
I do feel like people who hadn't read the book would be like,
what's happening? What is this?
They are like, you can apparate in here? And I like Dobby's line where he goes, "Of course, I'm an elf."
Yeah.
He's got great moments in this movie.
Yeah.
Which I think is nice because it's the end of the road.
That's my favorite. And then.
So he takes Luna and Ollivander to the safe place, wherever that may be.
Yeah.
And then he says, "Meet me at the top of the stairs in 10 seconds. Wormtail just shows back up. Really for no reason. There's like not really given an explanation why he's coming back down. But he came back down and he gets attacked by... It's very weird. I don't know how I feel about this change. Basically, Dobby from the top of the stairs like attacks Wormtail and like takes him out for them so they can get back upstairs.
Yeah, because the hand
because they don't
doesn't
have
happen
wands.
at all, does it?
The hands don't happen at all, and it's weird because they gave him the hand in the movie.
Yes, the hand is there. So it should
he
happen.
has the hand. So they could have done it. I mean, it would have been a little hard to maybe fully get across, but the way it's treated, Wormtail can come back in the next movie.
Oh yeah.
It's not clear that he doesn't die
dead at all. Mm-mm. Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
So it's fascinating. They go upstairs. They try to save Hermione, but to no avail due to Bellatrix now pinning her with the dagger she has. Okay, so this is okay. Do you remember when we were recapping this chapter? And this was the one where I kept getting things wrong because it was such a long chapter.
Okay.
And a bunch of stuff happened. And I said she slashed Grip Hook across the face with her knife. And we realized in the book, she slashes him with her wand. She uses like a slashing spell.
It's because of this, you think?
In the movie, she slashes him with a knife. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, this didn't come from nowhere in my brain. So she has Hermione pinned, or like she has her like held hostage, basically. And that's when they all look up and realize that Dobby has slowly unscrewed the chandelier, which is very funny. It falls. Hermione's back with Ron. Bellatrix is livid at Dobby. Dobby snaps Narcissa's wand away from her, which causes Bellatrix to lose her mind even further.
That's right.
Another one of Dobby's great moments in this movie is Bellatrix screams, "You could have killed me." He says, "I only meant to maim or seriously injure you."
Yeah. Dobby never meant to kill.
It's a great moment.
Dobby.
And then, okay. So this is now we're doing a lot of Adam realizing things in real time.
Okay. Yay, love it.
So as they're going to leave, as Dobby's gonna apparate them out, in the chaos, Harry runs over and grabs all the wands from, like, wrests them away from from Draco, who's been there the whole time. I haven't even mentioned him, but he's in the scene.
Yeah, he's there. He did not give them away, like in the book.
He did not give them away. He did not give them away, but it is just the idea of being like, I don't know who this third guy with Ron and Hermione is hilarious.
With the same coloring and height and weight as Harry Potter.
Couldn't even tell you. I mean, like,
I don't know. I'm not
who's
sure.
the one that hangs out with these two all the time?
I also love the moment, though, where they're both, like, Draco is, like, kneeled down, so he's, like, at eye level with Harry, though, and Harry has, like, one eye open, and they're both just, like, looking at each other.
Staring at each other.
I love that.
It's hot. Yeah, yowie.
Rary! This is for our Raries.
So I wrote the note, that's why he has to take Draco's wand. Because then I crafted a narrative in my head. You're nodding now, but you're going to start shaking your head.
Okay.
I was like, when Draco killed Dumbledore, he took Dumbledore's wand for himself. So he has Dumbledore's wand. And so I was like, that's why...
He didn't kill him. He didn't kill him. He disarmed him.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. He didn't even do what I crafted a whole narrative in my mind. I fully out. So I was like, okay, that makes sense. That's why Ari was like, don't forget that when we were talking about the chapter. I was like, okay, good. I'm on board now. I know where this is going. We'll come back to this in just a second.
Okay.
So they leave, and it's this shot of Bellatrix throwing the dagger. First of all, she should, like, get into, like, archery or something if she's this good of a shot. Like,
if she's this great, yeah,
she pick up a damn hobby, girl.
Yeah, darts, girl. Maybe play some darts.
Go play some darts. I like, because the movie series has visualized apparition in this specific way of, like, they basically turn into a knot in the air. That they use that to their advantage. Like, it opens, like, practically a portal. So in this flash of a moment, the dagger can go through. And it cuts back to her, like, realization that it disappeared. That whole sequence is really cool. And then this is when Dobby dies. Harry cradles his body.
They did give him some last words in the film, because he didn't have last words in the book, really. And it was really sweet. I love it. It's beautiful. I cry every time still.
I got teary last night when I was watching it. It's very sweet. It's very sad. Yeah. And then he says he wants to bury Dobby without magic. Yeah. So first Luna comes over and says, let's close his eyes. Now it just looks like he could be sleeping. Yeah. Which I think it's such a Luna moment. And also knowing that, like, Luna is another person who sees Thestrals, so, like, has dealt with death in a specific way, I thought was very sweet. They buried Dobby in the sand dune, and have, like, a little moment for him. And then, because then I was literally like, is this how this is ending? I don't remember how this movie ends.
Yeah. No, I remember there was a little quick cutaway.
Yeah. So then we get Voldemort going to cracking open Dumbledore's grave, splitting the grave open, and, like, you get this tracking shot of, like, Dumbledore's face. First of all, still preserved.
Looking
I
great.
guess he was embalmed or something.
Yeah, hello.
Tracked down, and then the wand on his thing. And that was when I realized, I was like, oh, he doesn't have the wand. Every moment of the last, like, 5 minutes of this movie was a new reveal for Adam. A new discovery in real time.
That's so funny.
And then that's it. That's the end. And he, like, sends a bolt of whatever to the sky to be like, I did it. I got the wand.
The Elder Wand. Yeah.
So that is the end of the film.
Well done, Adam. Incredible. I wish I could have been with you while you were, like, thinking you were figuring it out, only to then be like, oh.
Nope.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Because then, okay, is it that you... And just tell me if I'm right. If I'm wrong, just tell me if I'm right or wrong. You don't have to give me full details. But is it that he has to wrest it away because then like, Draco's wand is now liege to him because he got it away from Draco? Is that what it is? Okay. Mm-hmm. I was like, there's something about the wand switches allegiance. I remember that to some capacity, but I couldn't remember in what way.
It's whoever's, like, won it or wrestled it away, you know?
But but then I'm sorry. Doesn't that mean anytime Expelliarmus happens that's the same thing?
It could.
Goofy.
If you don't get the wand back. Yeah.
So stupid.
I think
but then, but it only comes up in this book? This is the only time it's ever going to come up, and we've been famously Harry's favorite spell is Expelliarmus. It's never happened before.
It only happens when one specific wand comes into play. It's not every wand ever. It's just one specific wand when that wand comes into play. But that's the part I don't want to finish that thought for you yet because I feel like there still could be something for you to discover again that would be fun. Yeah, but as soon as I feel like it will be one of those things of as soon as it kind of does get revealed, you'll be like, oh, of course, right. Like, you'll be like, yes. But we're not there yet.
We're not there yet. There's still so much more to go. So many people are going to die.
Oh, yeah, I know. Okay, well, perfect, Adam. Thank you so much. That wraps up this film. In 2 weeks, we will be reading Chapter 24, Shell Cottage. We do have some comments this week. This one is from Ergo Blaze. Hi, I'm coming from Chapter 5 of this series, and I didn't know Adam had beef with Michael. Is the tea going to be spilled? Michael who? My Michael?
I think you're Michael, because I think this is around the time somebody sent the comment of being like, that cutie on... Somebody was like, the guy in Lovers of Lore is a cutie, and I was like... But what about the guy on Harry Potter and Anxious Millennials?
I just heard Michael, when you said that from downstairs, Michael was like, hey, me. Anyway, about the long drive. No. Yeah. So I know it. Yeah. It's because from Lovers of Lore.
I want to be honest. Michael's one of my favorite people I've ever met. I think Ari has like a really nice guy that she married.
Is a really good one.
Yeah.
I agree. I'm gonna tell him you said that. He'll be so happy hearing that from you.
I'll never hear the end of it now. I am one of the nicest people you've ever met.
Anyway, about the long drive of the manor. Why do rich people have any excessive amount of space and wealth and property anyway? Rich people be flaunting their symbols of wealth for no reason. Oh, look, I have an army of servants and butlers. Okay. It just means you can clean up after yourselves. I mean, to say that the billionaires of our world have so much in excess that most of it is redundant. You have one body, yet you have tens of properties with hundreds of square meters. Ramblings aside, I think the huge drive is to intimidate and impress people who do not have direct access into their property through the Flu network. E.g., Snape had to apparate outside the gates before entering at the start of book 6 and had to walk to the manor from the gates. Also, I was the one who commented about Michael being a cutie in Lovers of Lore, but sadly he was taken. Oop, yes, I know. That is exactly what Adam is referring to. Okay, this is from Tabby Matha 29, unrelated to HP.
Hi, Tabby Matha.
I know, I love Tabby Matha. Oh, I'm so sorry. Ergo Blaze, thank you very much for your comment. I'm glad you're a fan of this and Michael's looks.
Listen, we've all got eyes. Malfoy, the Malfoys though, like it feels like they're old money, which is like even more infuriating because it's like, so what do you do? What do you contribute? Nothing.
Yeah, fully just like a trust fund baby.
You're a Vanderbilt, okay?
Yeah. This next comment is from Tabby Matha 29. Tabby Matha says, great episode, 5 stars, unrelated to HP. I need your guys' thoughts on K-pop Demon Hunters. My 5-year-old son absolutely loves it, and so does my husband and myself. And we listen to the soundtrack on the way to school and back home every day. As someone who isn't really into IRL K-pop groups, I was surprised at how much we all loved this movie. We're also a total Saja Boys house. I loved K-pop Demon Hunters. Adam and I talked about it, like a couple episodes ago before we started recording because I had seen it, but I was waiting for Adam to see it. I loved it. I was such a fan. The music is so good. The
music is so good. I understand that you may not be a K-pop person, but the music is very K-pop. So if you K-pop like music, that music, you would
like a lot of K-pop music. Yeah. Yeah. Great.
Golden
great film.
is the song of the year.
Golden is the song of the year. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good. They have already greenlit a sequel and a live action, and I think there's going to be like a third movie as well for the animated.
Jesus Christ!
Because it was like Sony's Frozen. It's like just been such an instant success, and I was like, I'm so glad because I would like for there to be more content like K-pop Demon Hunter. Like I'm like, please give us more content like that, please. I love it.
Tabby Matha, you have to let us know who's your favorite Saja boy. Are you, which we, as K-pop fans, we say, who's your bias?
Yeah, so who's your bias?
Be sure to comment and let us know.
Bias
and your Huntrix bias.
Yeah,
I'm a Zoe Huntrix and a baby Saja.
Oh, wait, why can't I remember? I want to say May, but I know that's coming from. It's not. It's basically the same version of Mira. Yeah, Mira.
Mira.
I wanted to say May because Mira is very similar to a type called May in Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh.
Which apparently over here is called Adventures of Aang. The Adventures of Aang, because Bender is like kind of like a slur or like a bad word here. Yeah, it's not a nice.
So on the show, do they still call them like airbenders, waterbenders, firebenders?
On the show, but they don't say.
But the title of the show.
In the title, yeah, it's not included in the title. So they'll say like Adventures of Aang. Yeah, I'm a Mira. Slur. I'm a Mira bias. I love her, and I was boring, and I like. Oh, what?
It's for gay people.
Yeah, I knew it was for gay. It was like a queer slur, isn't it?
About being bent over.
Okay.
Who's your Saja Boys bias, Ari?
I'm just boring. It's just Ginu.
It's Gino.
I just like Ginu.
He looks like that. And I've seen some people cosplay him, and I'm like, oh boy, oh boy,
Yeah,
oh boy, oh boy.
I know. That's why he's just so.
There
good
was
looking.
someone at KCON. I saw one person as Abby Saja, and I saw one person as Baby Saja. Oh, and I actually did see someone else as Mystery Saja too.
I feel like if they were real people, if it was real people cosplaying as them in real life, maybe it would be, what is it? Romance?
Romance is the one with the pink hair.
Jung-un. Yeah, because obviously
very
like
Jung-un, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't, I don't know if I get enough of any of them other than Ginu to like feel connected to any of that, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was more of, Ginu was the one. Ginu was the one for me.
I one of the members of Monsta X who's like in charge of Aegyo, like he's very passionate about Aegyo. Aegyo in Korean is cute, so it's like
cutesy.
It's like kawaii in Japanese, but
yeah.
I'm trying to explain for the people who are not into K-pop what I'm trying to say.
Exactly.
One of the members of Monsta X was like talking about the movie because they were saying like, oh, it's good or whatever, and a lot of people have compared certain members to like their style to Monsta X specifically. So he was like, there's one part where they reference that Baby Saja is in charge of Aegyo for the group, and so he says like goo goo gaga or whatever. He doesn't actually do Aegyo. So the member, I don't remember what his name is, but he was like, it's actually really annoying because that's not what Aegyo is. And he was like, this is Aegyo, and like did a bunch of things. I was like, yeah. It was great.
They know the lore even better than the lore.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, we originated.
They are the lore, honey.
We are, yeah. We are what this was based off of.
Mm-hmm.
Yay, I'm so glad you loved it, Tabby Martha. Hopefully we'll be able to gush about a sequel soon. You can find the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you find your podcasts, as well as video versions on the Ampliverse YouTube channel and Spotify. As always, don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe so that we can get a perfect Newt score, 5 stars only, or else you will be cut on your cheek by Bellatrix.
On your cheek? How about your arm?
Oh, no. You know what? You'll have to...
seared into your arm.
No, I was going to say you'll have to drink... the terrible tea.
Oh, the terrible tea. The flat tummy tea that Xenophilius is making.
Yeah. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at HPAnxious or YouTube at The Ampliverse. We are hosted on Spotify for podcasters, so thank you to them and are a proud member of The Ampliverse. Check them out at theampliverse.com. That just reminds me that I got logged out of the Instagram and didn't realize it. So if anyone's been sending Instagrams or messages on Instagram, sorry, I'm going to get logged in now while I'm on the video call with Adam, and I will respond if anyone sent anything. But we're not really as active on there anymore, so just so you know. We are hosted on Spotify for podcasters, so thank you to them, and are a proud member of the Ampliverse. Check them out at theampliverse.com. Thank you, Adam.
Thanks, Ari.
And as always...